Hello, it's Oren Prunken, and today I want to talk to you about how Facebook now allows you to steal targeting criteria for all of your outreach and ads. So when you're on Facebook on your personal profile, obviously you will scroll through the feed and there'll be all of these posts from your friends and groups and pages that you are subscribed to. But also every once in a while there will be a sponsored post from an advertiser, whether or not you are subscribed to that page. Now, when you see one of those ads, when you go to the options tab on the top of that ad, you can click and it comes up with an option that says, why am I seeing this ad? And when you click on that option, what happens is Facebook gives you a pop-up that gives you all of the targeting criteria that advertiser has been using to target you specifically with that ad. And it'll give you a verbal text description of what that criteria is. Now, this is interesting because you can see why you are being targeted. Now, the fact is that advertiser is probably not offering something similar to you and therefore similar to prospects that you're trying to target. Maybe they are, but the likelihood is probably that they're not. This is simply because you follow many different pages and groups and people on Facebook, and they are from a range of different areas of your life, and the likelihood of you actually targeting those ads targeting something that's really specific to you is super rare. So how you actually can go use this for your business and what you're doing, I'll explain. So basically, based on that principle that you can actually now see that targeting criteria, what the easiest way to do this is go and set up a dummy Facebook profile. So another personal profile, set it up with another email address and use this solely for this market research purpose. So it's basically a throwaway account. Set up an email address and then go set up a brand new Facebook profile. Now with this brand new Facebook profile, when you log into it, what you really want to be doing is going out and liking pages that are your direct competitors, your indirect competitors, but also competitors that are upstream but also downstream from you. Now, the reason you're going about doing this on a new profile is basically because you just want this profile purely to be targeted by advertising. You don't want to get it mixed up with any other personal pages or groups or profiles that you're interested in. Otherwise, you'll just get muddled up and you get really confused. So basically, you just want this whole feed to be full of ads. Now, the reason we are targeting those 4 different types of competitors are because not all prospects are created equal. Now, I don't want to go into this in depth in this episode, but basically, depending on the problem awareness that a prospect has, whether they're unaware all the way through to solution and product aware, they are going to be needing to know different information. So you are trying to target a range of competitors that are offering product, services, and solutions to all of those different awareness types. Now, I'm not going to go into it any more depth than that, but basically you want to be targeting all of those categories of competitors. Now, how do you go find those competitors? That is a discussion for another episode as well, like how you actually go out and find those that are upstream, downstream, indirect, and direct from you. I'm not going to go into that detail here. So basically, at this stage, you've gone and liked all of these different competitors that are selling to similar prospects that you think you're trying to target, but also selling similar products, services, and solutions, or outcomes or outputs that you are promising, some of the benefits that you are promising. I'm not going to go into a ton of detail with that. So basically what's going to happen here is all of those competitors are going to, not all of them, but a group of competitors from that cohort are going to start targeting you because you've liked their pages, right? But also the interesting thing is a range of competitors that you haven't even thought of or don't even know about will also start to target you as well, simply because those competitors you don't know about or haven't heard about will be targeting people like you that also like certain pages that you've already liked. That's one of the criteria that they can target on in Facebook. So you're going to get this whole range of different ads from vendors that you know about and ones that you don't know about within your feed. Now, this is the interesting part. Like I said previously, you're going to go to each one of those ads, and particularly ones that are targeting people you think are going to be similar to your prospects, but also are offering the same product, services, and solutions or outcomes or outputs as you do. And probably ignoring some of the ones that are just a little bit irrelevant to the industry or the product type and prospect that you are targeting. And you're going to click on those ads, and you're going to click on the option that says, why am I seeing this ad? Just like I explained previously as the context to the start of this episode. And again, Facebook is going to then give you a pop-up that gives you a verbal written description of all of that, all of those targeting criteria. Again, like I explained previously. Now, here's the interesting thing is now this targeting criteria is going to be very similar to what you should be using. Now, all of these other advertisers have done all the hard work. They've done the hard work firstly in terms of working out what criteria they should be using, but they've also spent money to go test it and refine that criteria to make sure that they are targeting the right people. And if they're spending money, they're obviously making money off sales. So they have done all of the hard work in finding out exactly what the 80-20, the almost perfect criteria for prospects are. So you're just going to repeat this process, but you're going to be capturing, writing down all of these targeting criteria, whether it's geographics or demographics or psychographics or behavior, whatever, that they are targeting you on, and therefore probably your prospects on. And you're going to be capturing all of this to see some common denominators and what the most popular criteria is for targeting prospects. Then once you've got that list of what people are targeting prospects with and what are the most common denominators, you're going to then just go copy that as your starting point for when you go advertise and start doing sponsored posts on Facebook. That is going to take a lot of the legwork and a lot of the testing and a lot of the wasted money trying to work out the best targeting on Facebook. They've already done the hard yards for you, so you're going to load that in as your criteria for your first round of ads. And then obviously you're going to do your own testing, but you're going to refine it on refine your testing based on a whole bunch of other testing that has already occurred. And that's going to save you a bunch of time, a bunch of money, and a bunch of effort in doing so. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of inspiration of how you can go about using Facebook and Facebook ads for targeting your ideal prospects. And Facebook now allows you to steal all of that criteria for your advertising. So hopefully this is helpful. Like I always say, I would love you to go try this out, see what happens, and then let me know, as I love to hear from you. And until we talk next time, I hope you have a fantastic day, and goodbye.
Thanks for listening, and if you like what was on here and want more, please go to orenprunken.com.